everybody, welcome to today's video. Today we will be discussing the world's fastest production car of 1962, the Studebaker Avanti. But before I start the video, I'd just like to thank each and every one of y'all for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me to know that people appreciate my content. Anyway, let's get into the video.
You are about to witness the introduction of America's most advanced automobile, the Avanti by Studebaker. There is no car like the Avanti. A profile distinguished and unmistakable. Excitement in every line and curve. This is the shape of the Avanti. Watch the Avanti in action. An aerodynamic wedge designed to defy the wind. Accelerate with a jet thrust V8. Add a Paxton supercharger if you wish. Shift with a unique new automatic transmission. Or the smooth 3 or 4-speed manual. Controlled perfectly with extra responsive steering. And for safety's sake, the Avanti is the first American car to bring you the amazing stopping power of disc brakes.
I chose this topic because the Studebaker Avanti stood out to me. It was an ultra-rare car even for the 1960s, but it was also a production car as well. Studebaker has always been a standout company in itself, which in itself, that deserves a whole nother video for later. Anyway, we start in the early 1960s when the American auto industry was locked in an arms race for speed, innovation, and style. But one name that no one expected to steal the spotlight was Studebaker, a company at that time already fighting for survival. Studebaker created something that shocked the automotive world, the Avanti. Designed in just 40 days by Raymond Loewy and his team, the Avanti was more than just a car. It was Studebaker's last gamble to recapture the public attention. Its sleek fiberglass body, aerodynamic design, and groundbreaking front disc brakes made it revolutionary, but the real magic was under the hood. Powering this car were Studebaker's R-Series engines, a lineup that turned into a record-breaking machine. The base R1 engine, a 289 cubic inch naturally aspirated V8, produced 240 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque. It delivered a respectable 0 to 60 time of around 9 seconds and a top speed of around 120 miles per hour, enough to make it a solid performer in its class. But for those craving more power, the R2 engine was the answer. Also a 289 cubic inch V8, the R2 was equipped with a Paxton supercharger that boosted the output up to 290 horsepower and 305 foot-pounds of torque. This brought the 0 to 60 time down to 7.5 seconds and pushed the top speed to impressive 140 miles per hour, which was insane for the time, making it a serious contender on the road. And then came the R3 model, a true engineering marvel. This 304 cubic inch supercharged V8 was heavily modified to produce over 335 horsepower and 320 foot-pounds of torque. It could rocket up from 0 to 60 in just 6 seconds and achieving a staggering 168.15 miles per hour at the Bonneville Salt Flats in 1963.
Bonneville, Utah, a landscape weird as the mountains of the moon. An eerie valley where men and machines pursue the elusive goal of world speed records. Humming over this 12 miles of salt speedway, a daring driver sits in the bucket seat of a Bonneville record breaker.
That's the official record anyway. Unofficial records have gotten it up to 178 miles per hour. Nonetheless, making it the fastest car in the world at the time, at least production car wise. This record was a testament to Studebaker's ambition, proving that the company could compete with giants of the automotive world alike. Breaking records is impressive, but how did the Avanti stack up against its competition at the time? One of the most notable rivals was the 1963 Corvette Sting Ray. Powered by a fuel-injected 327 V8, the Corvette produced 360 horsepower and 352 foot-pounds of torque, achieving a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. While it was quicker off the line, it couldn't match the Avanti's record-breaking speed. Another competitor was the Jaguar E-Type, often hailed as the most beautiful car ever. Mated with a 265 horsepower inline-6 engine, the E-Type delivered a 0 to 60 time of 7 seconds and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. It offered European flair and performance, but still fell short to the Avanti's top speed. And then there was the Ferrari 250 GTO, a masterpiece of design and engineering. With its 300 horsepower V12 engine, the 250 GTO could hit 60 in 6 seconds, with a top speed of 174 miles per hour. It edged out the Avanti in sheer speed, but Ferrari's astronomical price tag made the Avanti a far more accessible choice for speed enthusiasts. What made the Avanti truly special wasn't just its speed. Its fiberglass body was lighter and more aerodynamic than its competitors, and it was one of the first American cars to feature disc brakes, giving it superior stopping power. Inside, the Avanti offered luxury and refinement, with a modern cockpit layout that felt ahead of its time. This combination of innovation and performance made it a car unlike any other. Now, despite its achievements, the Avanti couldn't save Studebaker. Financial difficulties and production delays meant fewer than 4,600 units were built before the company ceased production in 1963. But the Avanti's story didn't end there. Independent manufacturers revived the design in later years, turning the Avanti into a cult classic and preserving its legacy as one of the most ambitious cars ever made at the time. Studebaker Avanti wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a symbol of speed, innovation, and daring ambition. It remains one of the greatest achievements in automotive history, and it was proof that sometimes even the underdog can pack a punch. In conclusion, the Studebaker Avanti wasn't just about speed or breaking records, it was about making a difference. In a time of fierce competition, the Avanti proved that a still struggling company could create something extraordinary. It combined performance, innovation, and elegance in a way that few cars in its era could match. Though Studebaker faded into history, the Avanti's legacy endures as a symbol of ambition and ingenuity. Whether on the Bonneville Salt Flats, or in a collector's garage, or cruising down the road, the Avanti remains one of the most unique and inspiring cars ever built. It's proof that even in the great face of adversity, greatness can be achieved, such as the Studebaker Avanti. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I know it's a little short, but I didn't want to lump it up into a video about Studebaker, as this car deserves more than just a segment in its own video, and more of its own video, because it's truly such a unique car. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you really like this video, maybe consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out a ton. And comment down below, did you know anybody who owned a Studebaker? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.